track for a moment. Yep, cool. Okay, what are you missing now? Small steel tubes. And more motors. Okay, there it goes.
It's not exactly making a lot of progress into the ground, but it's going.
Howdy.
It's currently just collecting a massive ton of ice. It's got like 16,000 ice in each drill at the moment.
Right.
So we should be good on hydrogen and oxygen for a good long time.
Nice. And more construction components. Just waiting for the assemblers to queue up some more components.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Energy low.
So we need to go get some energy.
Looks
Yep,
like
its
the,
speed is currently limited by the assembler capacity right now.
like right there. It's almost done. So is it programmed to automatically stop if it runs into a shortage?
Yeah. That's why it's not doing anything right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's waiting for
I
motors to be
assumed.
completed. And also when it runs runs into a shortage, it also shuts off all the welders so that just for safety.
You don't die.
And yeah, you can look on that panel right there to see exactly
Yeah, I
what's
can see it.
happening.
It even tells you the number you need. That's cool.
Yeah, this is what I spent like most of the last 3 days working on is this program.
How many lines of code is it?
It's well, let me see. It is about 750.
Oh, it's a lot of lines.
Yeah. To be fair though, there's a lot of like redundant systems in the code. Why are you making it pink and rainbow? Are you just getting bored? So you're making this screen obnoxious to look at?
He's making it look like Fallout.
Fallout Green Terminal.
Oh, fair enough. It also hurts my eyes. Oh, that's too green. Don't mind me if I just, like, turn down the color just a little bit. There we go, now it's not blinding. But yeah, there's a lot of redundant systems in it, so like, for instance, it actually has checks for like, if the welders, for instance, or if like some of the welders are broken or inoperable, it'll actually give you a warning about it. Also like, if it finds that it literally just, it found like a specific component it needs, but it can't transfer it to the welders, it'll give you a warning. So basically, there's a lot of code in there to just make sure that it doesn't completely break if something else goes wrong.
Very nice, very nice. Redundancy is good.
Let's queue up let's get all 3 assemblers working on some motors.
How many lines of code have I written today?
There we go, it seems to have gotten past some of the motor things. And now it's just waiting to make sure it's done welding everything, and it goes up, and ta-da! And now we're out of motors again! Yeah, I will see if I can set it up to just, like... I'll see if I can set it up later to just automatically tell the assemblers to queue up something.
Yeah, that would help.
Now it's Windows.
Oh gosh.
He made PowerShell.
Well, I mean, PowerShell would be more, let's see.
More black. It's black. It's like a command line.
Well, it's like a dark blue. More there, more like that. Oh, and now we need construction components. And now more motors. I guess I'll just queue up one of these things to make a couple hundred motors.
I've written like at least 600 lines of code in 2 days. To be fair, I am reading it out of a book, but I've been doing a lot of troubleshooting. That's why it's taken so long.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. To be fair, I never actually put in a condition into the code. I just realized when you mentioned it to actually have it revert back to idle state if it retracts all the way to the top.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
I mean, to be fair, like, there's buttons you can press to make it stop. Oh.
Right, but it should auto-magically stop.
Yeah. Oh, there. I forced it to stop. I'll put in that check later. In the meantime... How did it get these ion thrusters online?
Hacking. Did it get all of them?
Got the ion thrusters online. That's weird.
Like all of them?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's hacking. It cheated in materials, John. Whatever you're doing right now, I demand you stop.
I'm just seeing what blueprints I have. Courtesy of the Steam shop.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it completed it. Now to slowly move this thing out of here. Alright, well now we have two of these things, and for some reason, one of them has ion thrusters.
Very nice. See if you can go to space with it.
I mean, it also has to be fueled up with hydrogen first. Also, I don't know where to park it.
Hydrogen.
So it functions.
What functions? Oh, this? Yeah?
Yes.
I don't know why it wouldn't. It has, I think, 2 large cargo containers inside, so it can store it, so it can store and transport an awful lot of stuff.
Yes, I saw those cargo containers from the outside while it was still being welded.
Yeah. Oh, that's curious. It looks like some of the ion thrusters didn't get welded, but others did? Are you still in creative mode, Nick?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I just noticed that when I was doing testing of the prototype of this welder system in a different world, I was obviously using creative mode a few times. And I noticed when there was a creative mode active, the welders would build things even if they don't have the materials.
Strange.
Okay, well, that works.
Looks
It
like we
works
had a
good.
couple of the parts after all.
Oh, unless we just did, but I also told it to ignore those parts.
Yeah, it's probably just a happy oversight.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just call it that, a happy oversight.
All accidents. Thank you, Bob Ross.
Alright, well. Oh, we know this thing works. Don't know what else to do at the moment. This took a lot less time today than I anticipated. Well, kind of need more stone and stuff. I'll see if I can replace the. Oh right, yeah, we should build we should build the connector for this landing pad so this thing can actually like connect to the grid. And also, we should start figuring out what exactly we're gonna build for this for the goal of this scenario anyway. We need a we need probably multiple heavy combat vessels. I was thinking something to the effect of basically heavily armored subs. No windows, just cameras, and, you know...
I mean, if I can get the blueprints back, I got a few warships that fit that description.
Yeah. And just, like, hopefully if everyone's here when this happens, like, me and Jacob could pilot one thing and you and Clark could pilot the other.
Ha, pilot. I'm sorry, do you remember the hammerhead? It's literally just, yeah, I got guns on this and I'll just float it in the right direction and it'll do the rest.
Yeah.
Death incarnate.
Anyway. I was slightly enamored by this interesting looking game that a YouTuber I watch is streaming. It's just like, what on earth is going on in this thing?
What was that?
I mean, it's some old, like... It looks like it's some old JRPG that I've never heard of before.
What's the name?
Oh, what is it called? Let's see. Phantom Brave.
The Phantom Pain, like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Not exactly. This looks like this looks like a JRPG from the Game Boy Advance era, or like PS1 era. And I have no idea what on earth is going on with its plot right now. To be fair, I also, like, jumped in the middle of the game, just because he happened to be streaming something. He was like, sure, I'll watch it on the side, and around, and now I'm just extremely confused. Anyway, I'm gonna stop running back and forth and actually get to Anyway, I am retrofitting the first one of these vessels with drills instead of a welder and a grinder.
Speaking of which, mind walking over here and checking something out with me real quick, because I don't know why this drill isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, sure. Distance 10. Are all these pistons hooked up to a group?
They share an inertial tensor, and I only got the one being extended at the moment. Why?
I can't hear anything over the sound of those drills. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. I literally couldn't hear what you were saying. The drills were so loud.
That bottom one's the only one being extended. For the rest, no group.
Bottom one's only being extended, huh? Wait a minute. Ah! It feels low. Hang on a moment.
Those are some mighty long shadows those trees up on the hills be casting.
I don't exactly see what you're talking about, but I believe you.
No, as the sun was setting, I just saw the shadow of a tree all the way up at the top of the mountain, just stretched all the way across the valley.
That be light physics for you. It's the shadow tree.
At least it's not a shadow demon.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I looking for? Right, O2. Okay, back fueled up.
Just when I thought there, I was almost done. There was another freaking page.
Is this part of school or something, or is this just some side project?
This is part of college, yeah.
Ah.
Right now I'm in a database processing fundamentals design and implementation class. So basically most of so far has been learning SQL and developing a database, and now it's implementing it into a web server. So it's been a whole long process.
Added those drills for you, by the way.
What?
Drills added ship. I did.
Drills added. Oh. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I guess that works. I actually designed it so that you could just plop the drills right in and turn them sideways, and they'd still work. But that works too. Yeah, what's going on with this piston? None of these are part of the, This is acting like it's an entirely separate grid from the rest of the base. That's curious. Well, That's interesting. So this part of the base is apparently completely separated from the from other parts of the base. I don't know where the separation has occurred at,
I beg your pardon.
though. These, drills here, are literally on a separate grid than, like, the, 3D printing system.
Oh. It's all hooked up. Here's the pipe connecting it to these.
And these
Here
pipes are yellow.
connecting it. What?
Pipes I'm standing on here are yellow.
Yeah, beg your pardon.
I don't think he's stuttered, Nick.
This pipe isn't connected to this pipe. That's interesting.
This all used to be one grid. What the hell do you mean it's separate now?
I mean, go access the control panel on the pistons yourself if you really want to see what I mean. They're missing, they're on a grid that's missing like half the stuff. I wonder if this... Didn't this grid get, like, crashed and separated when your ship came crashing down? And you had to reconnect it?
Well, yes, I wouldn't make it a separate grid, would it?
I don't think so. Shouldn't.
Unless, of course, there's something different between voxel destruction and...
Boink. What the heck happened to all my steel plates? Oh.
There were literally 3 pipes that were on a separate grid of their own.
Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Now look, now we're seeing everything. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to put these pistons into a different group just so that I don't accidentally activate the wrong pistons on the opposite side of the grid when I'm messing with them.
I did name the pistons over there printer pistons.
Yes, I know we named the other ones printer pistons, but that's only in the group, not the piston names themselves. Ah! Oh my gosh, that's so loud. It literally, like, started clipping the audio. It got so loud. Gosh. Also, now it's moving. Kind of. It's not going down, though, which, yeah, is weird.
At least it's harvesting stuff, I think.
Ah,
Finally done. Holy bad words.
Holy bad words. I made it move! I made it move a little terrifyingly well, but it did. Did you make the giant crater holes around it?
No. That's why I asked you, what did you do?
I don't even know what this. You know what? I'm just gonna.
I just increased the impulse force. Basically, I made it push harder.
Made it push so hard it popped out a section of the plant like a zit.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I should note, I only put it up to maybe like 20% of max power. Pistons at maximum force are insane. Yeah, anyway, there you go. Now there's a bigger hole.
Fun.
So how are these things attached? In the game I'm watching, like, there's the two protagonists, and then just some characters just walk up to them and go, "Everyone's dead." It's just like, just kind of out of
Sounds
nowhere.
fairly normal to me.
Oh, good, and they also have memory loss. What was I doing? Right, I was emptying my inventory. And then avoid flying face first into all of those columns.
There's a SQL problem somewhere in the code I just wrote out to troubleshoot, but I'm gonna call it good for right now.
So you max out its max impulse axis at 7.9 Gs.
That's not G's, that's Giga Newtons.
Giganewtons, I don't care.
Whatever stupid metric here.
Powering on! This thing's batteries were not recharged.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm like obscenely tired. My brain is melting. I think I'm just gonna call it a night.
Brain melting, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
about right.
I mean, well, I've been doing school for 10 hours now.
Yeah, fair enough. That's also why Clark
I stare
wasn't
upon my
around
creation
tonight. It's
fear.
because he had a major project due tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Sounds good. All right, you guys enjoy. Are you gonna be on tomorrow, John, or?
Yeah, I can get on tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Because I might actually be not half dead.
Yeah, we could even continue this world a bit tomorrow, just so we can continue pushing things along a bit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sounds good. You guys enjoy.
Yeah,
Night,
yeah,
night.
to be fair, I'm probably not going to be staying on for too much longer myself. It's getting a bit late.
Yeah, it's 11:10. Anyhow, good night, guys.
Yep, good night. I just have to figure out where on earth to hook this connector up to. Well, that's interesting. Is there any connectors connected to this side of the base?
Not yet.
Well,
Oh, by the way, the pit has gotten bigger.
Alright, well at least I can get this thing connected to the connector so it can at least start charging. Oh. Just get rid of this. Ah!
Oh, I
It's
hear sounds of
fine.
distress.
Sounds of distress followed by denial.
Looks like we only needed to max out the first one for whatever reason.
Well, I may have removed a connector and then realized that it was filled with an enormous ton of ice.
Mice.
No, ice. Not mice. I think that'd be worse. You just take apart a connector and just a swarm of mice come pouring out. But yeah. There's now a massive ice ball there, and my inventory is full. I guess I could just have it go along the bottom.
Inventory.
Ugh!
Alright, I'm having spotty connection problems, so I'm hopping off the planet.
Off of the planet.
Off of the world, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, well, it might have something to do with the fact that I'm withdrawing a whole bunch of components and rapidly building a bunch of stuff. That's probably why. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna finish what I'm building here, and then I'm gonna get off myself.
Alright.
All right. Utility vehicle number 1 is being recharged. And it now has a viable attachment point for the grid. And now I'm